let's solve this quadratic equation. Now, what does it mean to solve an equation? What does it mean to solve for x in an equation? This means find all values of x that make the equation true. So, for example, let's see, is the equation true at x equal 1? Well, at x equals 1. Well, let's find out. So, is it true that 4 times 1 squared minus 2 times 1 minus 5 equals, and I'm putting a question mark here because we're not sure yet, does this equal 7? Let's see. 1 squared is 1, so this is 4, minus 2, minus 5. Well, I already see that this is going to be negative, so it can't be 7. All right, so x equals 1 is not part of our solution because it does not make the equation true. On the other hand, what about at x equals 2? So let's see, 4 times 2 squared minus 2 times 2 minus 5. Does this equal 7? Well, 2 squared is 4, so this is 16 minus 4 minus 5. Does this equal 7? Let's see, 16 minus 9 does indeed equal 7. So x equals 2 is part of our solution. Now, why aren't we done? Because to solve an equation means to find all the values of x that make the equation true. And here we found just one of them by experimenting. If we continue to experiment with integers in this manner, we would not find the other solution. And there is one more solution. So let's use a different tactic instead. Let's use something that you already know how to do, factoring. So we'll rewrite this expression in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. We'll rewrite the quadratic equation in this form, and we'll factor it, and we'll see how that makes it easier to find the solution. So this equation is almost in this form. We have something times x squared plus something times x. Here b would be negative 2 plus some constant. But on the right-hand side, we have equals 7 instead of equals 0. Let's resolve that by subtracting 7 from both sides. So we'll have 4x squared minus 2x minus, let's see, that's going to be minus 7. Wow, math is hard. Okay, minus 12 equals 0. Okay, so now this is in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So, can you factor it? Well, it's a little tough maybe, but there is a common factor we can take out that'll make it a little bit easier. What's the common factor? Yeah, there's a common factor of 2. All right, so we can factor out common factor of 2, and this becomes 2x squared minus 1x minus 6 equals 0. All right, so take a minute and try to factor that. Let me know if you get stuck. All right, people have had a chance to work on it. Hopefully everyone came up with 2 All right, so after a little trial and error, see that it factors in this way. Okay, so we ask our original question, which values of x make this true? And we have rewritten the equation in a series of legal moves in this factored form. So now we're trying to solve this equation. It's the same information written a different way. Okay, so in general, when is a times b equals 0 true? So in general, when is it true that a times b is equal to 0? Right when a is 0 or when b is 0? Okay, so in this expression, what should we call A and what should we call B? All right, so then to solve this equation turns into the question, when is 2 times 2x plus 3 equal to 0? And when is x minus 2 equal to 0? Well, this one's easy. X minus 2 is equal to 0 at x equals 2. That's one of the solutions we found before. But when is this equal to 0? When is this expression equal to 0? All right, well, we can divide by 2 or multiply both sides by a half. We get 2x plus 3 is equal to 0, and solving that, 2x equals negative 3, x equals negative 3 over 2. So our solution has two x values. There's x is equal to negative 3 over 2, and x is equal to 2. These are the two values that make the equation true.